The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Forum, assemble! You are watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and pop culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from from Fantastic Forum Studios, Los Angeles. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler and resident strongman, Moses Magnum.
Which camera am I supposed to be looking at?
And next, he is our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He's our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
Apparently, dogs don't poop when you expect them to.
Indeed, my friend.
Well, you got to put them on a schedule, man.
Oh, geez, poop schedule. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of poop schedules, my name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum.
They call you Slim now too.
They call me what?
Slim.
Slim. Yeah, there it is. It's because of my optic blast. That's why. Yeah.
Did they used to call you Fat Boy and now it's just Slim?
Doc Boy? You said?
No, Fat Boy.
Oh, Fat Boy. Oh,
and then they just used your surname Slim.
Listen,
I'm waiting for you to get that, but I know you're not into like hip hop or anything like that. Like if it was a Garth Brooks jokes, yeah, you'd be all over it.
Are you calling Fat Boy Slim hip hop?
I'm not. He is.
Who is he?
Comics. Come on. I'm trying not to expose your lack of hip hopness.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we have a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about the Nick Cage horror film Willy's Wonderland. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Question mark?
We're also going to talk to you all about Curse of the Man-Thing, a 3-issue anniversary spectacular celebrating the character, the Man-Thing, that features the Avengers and Spider-Man and the X-Men. So we got all that going on, and of course, comic book news and whatever else it is that you all want to talk about. So we will go ahead and tell you how it is you can get down with Fantastic Forum in just a moment. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, who without him, this show would not have happened. Thank you, Scott Rubin. We do appreciate you, good sir. I guess, yeah, now's as good a time as any to go ahead and let you know how it is you can be a part of today's show. So, intern, take
Want
it
to
away.
get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype and join the fun. Too shy to call in? That's okay. You can join the Discord chat room available at
FantasticForum.live.
Join the party. You know you want to.
Shout out to our stalwart intern who always gives 100%. Thank you.
Can
Appreciate
people, in fact, still call us on Skype?
Yeah, they can call us on Skype, but they can leave a voicemail.
You are hilarious. We got to figure out how to let people Skype in again.
No, we can. I just don't set it up because it's a little extra work.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If people want to call in, you can literally go to fantasticforum.live and hit the call in button, and you will be a part of the show. like first thing spoken. Wait, what'd you say? What?
So, Terry Claw is asking about Loki. Are you all caught up? Are we talking about this? I kind of feel like we have to at this point.
Well,
yeah, I didn't watch it.
I'm not caught up from today either. No, I watched the last 2 episodes.
So, and I actually did want to talk about this. You said
Wednesday, right? You remember that conversation
Wait, what?
with our connection at Marvel? I sent you guys the email. Oh
Yeah, but
you guys don't even read it. Look, okay, so
Is he talking to us? Who is he?
yeah.
he doesn't know he froze.
Okay, so we have a source a little behind the scenes for everybody. We have a source or two somewhere in the, let's just say, MCU broverse. Sounded redundant, but whatever.
You said
And
Broverse?
MCU verse.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Whatever. Leave me alone. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have an inside source that he emailed me asking, hey, how come you guys don't do like these theory videos, like all these videos that all these other people do? And I told them, well, I mean, it's simple. I've watched a few of those, and they kind of like, they're repetitive. You know, you watch a video breaking down episode 2 of WandaVision from three different people, they're gonna sound the same. It's a lot more entertaining for us to discuss how wrong they are about their opinions. And then I just casually mentioned, you know, if you guys just put live right after it airs, and ipso facto, bippity boppity boopity, all the shows are released on Wednesday. So I feel like we have something to do with that.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It shows released on Wednesday now because of Fantastic Forum. Got it.
Yeah. Look, and true Fantastic Four fashion, we don't talk about it till next Wednesday.
Right.
I agree. I agree.
I guess they should expect that when we said, "Oh yeah, we'll talk about it immediately," we meant the next week.
You know, I went to the comic book shop on Saturday, and I was talking to Mike about Loki, and he was less than thrilled.
Yeah, he's not a big fan.
But you know, he watches it on Friday because he's like, I don't want to watch it on Wednesday. I want to watch them on Friday. And there's a lot of people that have been saying that. But Joe, man, you said you wanted to talk about it. But what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I just want to talk to Oz a little bit because last week he said they said who the variant was. They did not. They didn't say who she was until this week.
I said they showed you who she is.
You just said
episode 1. They said it's a Loki, so we know it. We know it's a Loki.
Yeah, and Oz didn't say that. He showed you that.
Episode 2, when Loki's going through the files, her picture shows up and it says Sylvie Lofison. So you know it's a Loki. We've all known this actress is going to play a Loki, so we all knew it was going to be a female Loki. And on the second episode, they show you Sylvie Lofison, and then when they meet, you know, Loki actually says, "Oh, I guess you're me." I mean, we knew this was going to be. They keep calling it a Lady Loki. Some people think it's Enchantress. I think it's an amalgamation of the two, the way MCU likes to do that. So yeah, they did tell you.
So that's why she's blonde, because she's Loki mixed with Enchantress.
Yeah, but she wasn't like empowered like in the comics. You know, Sylvie wasn't empowered like in the comics because she was born Sylvie Lofison. She's the daughter of Lofison. I keep saying Lofison. I get Laffy daughter, or however they do it, because she's female. And so she is the daughter of the Frost Giant, same as Loki. And if y'all were caught up, I could go further into this conversation, but y'all bitches.
Yeah,
I'm caught up.
Yeah, he's caught up.
I know, but those two.
Yeah, you could just mute us, and if you guys want to review it real quick.
Listen,
Probably a good episode.
Say that again, Joe.
We finally got a good episode.
Oh,
wow.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that because Larry and I, we talked about Loki on our own today during his haircut, and we talked about, the more I watch, like I had to review Joe's reviews of, see, and I'm like, what?
I had to convince him not to do a commentary YouTube video on your review last week, Joe. Like, no, man, don't do that. Don't do it. Joe's gonna go hard back, and then next thing you know, it's the end of Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
you got like beef. I'm like, no,
Fantastic Four back.
Exactly, Fantastic Four schism.
Yeah, and then we reconciliate by making out on Pride at the end of Pride Month.
Yeah, commentary crews do commentary to each other all the time. It's all good.
Yeah, but you guys bring the beef, I'll bring the mashed potatoes.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds disgusting.
Beef and mashed potatoes sounds disgusting? You're such a communist.
I'm just saying, in whatever context you said it in, it doesn't sound right.
But yeah, Larry asked me what I thought of that last episode of Loki, the second one, because he hadn't watched it. And I go, you know what? Joe's hot takes are full of shit. That shit's amazing.
That's what he said to me. I was like, oh my God.
I really just told
messed up my line. I was like, Jesus.
I'm in it for the moral ambiguity of the trickster being punished for being a trickster across a timeline, and I'm in it as just him on trial with the TVA and a Perry Mason type defending him or prosecuting him. I'm in. I could just watch that procedural. I don't need none of this Lady Loki or not Lady Loki. Like, I just love these fucking conversations they're having with Loki. If Mobius,
if you can fit in within a span of 5 minutes, both a conversation about free will and what life is all about, and jet skis, like I mean,
I agree with that. No, that look, it was definitely done.
All that is for not because Joe said there's a good episode by Joe standards, which means it's probably going to be amazing when I watch it. Or it will be Willy's Wonderland too.
I think the third episode was great, but I enjoyed the first two also. I think because they're not in an office scenario. It's they're actually doing stuff out in the field. Is about as far as I can go without, because y'all bitches.
That's good too, because Joe likes the commish.
I do like the commish.
And that's what that was. It was partly in the office, but in the field.
Isn't that Law and Order?
Speaking of,
that's all of
television.
Technically, it's the Flash.
This last episode of Batwoman was amazing.
I'm so mad at this guy. Like, I wish I could stop being friends with him.
Look, I texted y'all the pictures, and Jay asked how they would handle two Batwomen, and I really wanted to say it, but I held back because I knew he was watching it. So I know he'd see it like the next day. Y'all want to know?
Yeah. Like you saw it, right, Jay?
Yeah, I'm current.
Okay, so tell
before you say it, Oz, Joe, do you like how they handled two Batwomen?
Well, they haven't really done it yet. I don't think. Did I see? Like the last one I saw,
it ended.
The
last one ended with Kate Kane, sewing together the new costume, like cutting that slash that's on the bat signal.
Oh, right. With the dagger.
So she came back?
Yes.
No, it's Cersei.
It's Kate Kane's body.
Kate Kane's body, Cersei's face and mind.
I hate this
basically,
show.
Enigma had hypnotized her.
By Enigma, he means the Riddler's daughter.
Right. Hypnotized her into believing that she is Cersei Sedonis, the daughter of Black Mask, who was like mad at Batwoman because for putting her into Blackgate and she like died during like a breakout. So he's doing all this to get back at her.
So yeah, Black Mask rescued Kate Kane, plastic surgeryed her face because it was all burnt up, and had the Riddler's daughter make her think that she's Cersei Sionis, and then Kate Kane's sister Alice came in and kind of like snapped some of her memories back, so it became like a dual personality that merged.
Right.
She remembers being Kate Kane, but she's more Cersei and thinks that Kate Kane's life was stupid. So she uses that to pretend she's Kate Kane, infiltrates the Batcave, steals all their shit, and leaves. And so she's going to be a evil Batwoman.
It's basically the entire fault of the adopted sister, because if she had just told Alice that Kate was not okay and to come back and fix her, like they could have broken the wall and like had Kate back.
Wait, just so I'm clear though, Jay, all this that we just talked about, this is the good show that you like, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then Loki is the bad show that hasn't been good until the 3rd episode?
Right.
So
okay.
I'm like the opposite of Jay. I'm the nega Jay. Wait, can I say that?
No, you cannot. Please don't ever say that again, goddamn. Please no more. Oh,
unless it's in the song. Unless it's in the song.
N-E-G-A. Negative.
No. Listen, I don't want to be his friend anymore, but I won't let you call him that. Just like,
no, I'm calling myself that.
No, it doesn't matter who you're calling that. You can't call anybody that.
Especially not you. We know how you voted last election.
No, can't call nobody that. Nobody that. Oh, look, Mo quit the show.
I canceled Mo.
Mo quit.
I canceled him.
Mo's canceled?
He brought politics into it. Canceled.
Dang. He got culture ward. Oh my goodness!
Like, it's really good, and
no, it's not Joe.
If you're into Diggle, he actually made an appearance.
He's gonna show up in all the episodes, in all the shows.
Joe,
what?
Listen, first of all, the way your sentence started was if you're into Diggle. That number, just listen to yourself. If you're into Diggle, who's into Diggle?
Just call him Jon Stewart.
I don't know. Like,
no, don't call him Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
It doesn't matter. It's all messed up. It's all gone wrong. This used to be good stuff, and it went off the rails.
I'm currently not watching the other shows, so I don't know if Diggle is popular or not.
Jesus, Joe. You're not watching the other shows. Like, Flash is still the best show, right?
No.
I haven't had a chance to watch.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Legends of Tomorrow is the best show.
No.
Oh, no? What is?
Legends of Tomorrow is the only show that understands it's ridiculous. And so that makes it better. It's not a great show on its own. It just knows what it is. It knows
I'm talking about the best show out of like the CW superhero stuff now.
Superman and Lois.
Oh, you're right. Okay. No, I'll give you that. Even though, but that doesn't count though, right? That joint is not it. I'm not saying it's not a part of those shows, but it makes a point to not tie into or even seem like it's a part of those shows, right? I mean,
no, it's in there.
No, I'm not. Look, I mean, we all know it is.
Yeah,
they have yet to acknowledge Supergirl.
I'm saying like nobody from those other shows is probably going to be on that show. At least not if they want to stay.
It might be because in that last Crisis, they had a thing where they go and it's a different that same actor, but it's a different Superman, right? Like the Smallville's future. Is that what happened?
Wait, what?
Never mind.
They met other versions, other
right.
actors.
They go to Smallville, right?
In the Crisis, what affects this Superman for Superman and Lois is they changed that he had one kid to he had twins.
Mhm.
Okay.
That was a big change. But they never told us if they were babies or if they were already teenagers. Like we don't know at what point.
And that alone makes it a divergent timeline, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the reality of the situation is that show feels 100% separate and apart from all the other shows. And,
All-
and I feel like that's very intentional. Huh?
They haven't acknowledged any of the other heroes on that show
Right.
either. It's all been just Superman.
Yeah, and they should keep it that way because that show is good. But I don't even like you're like, oh, that's the best one, and I'm like, I don't even think of that show as part of that whole thing, which is sad because I know the Superman in it and the Lois, like all those characters are the same characters. I get it, and I'm not denying that. But functionally speaking, like for all intents and purposes, that show is separate from the CW superhero verse, and I pray it stays that way because. Yeah, man. Like all these other shows, like I don't know what happened. I don't know if the Supergirl / Batwoman team like became the people that are the head of the CW superhero stuff, and
It's
now
all
they're all.
Berlanti.
Well, okay, sure, but I mean, there's like, look, we're talking about Mo's proverbial good load here, right? Like,
Yeah.
Berlanti's checked out at this point. Berlanti's out, like. Swimming in his money bin like Scrooge McDuck, and he doesn't like consult like he used to. I'm sure
this point,
he's not at the friggin' helm of the ship trying to make sure it steers right so all these shows can be successful. He's like, oh, I put this on autopilot. We're good. He's in his Tesla, sleeping in the front seat. Like it'll get me there.
At this point, he's basically just executive producer. Because of contract shit. Yeah, I don't think he's that involved. Because even like the main dude in Arrow was like Guggenheim, so like it's Berlanti verse, but it's Guggenheim doing everything. And I think he moved over to Legends of Tomorrow at one point.
Yeah,
and then the Flash, which I forget who was doing the Flash, but it was another good name like that. And that's why those two were doing the cooler shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Batwoman should have been easy to make good. You just do what they did on Arrow. I mean,
Right.
Arrow was a Batman analog, essentially.
Exactly. It's like this. They should not like the character's too good to just mess up like that. Like, it's insane. But I don't know, man. It's okay. Like, listen, you all like what you like. I'm not here to tell you.
I hate that show, and I'm miserable every Monday.
Well, but you keep watching it, Oz.
I have to.
You don't have to. You could stop and make sure it goes.
No,
on.
if people
You
stop
watching
watching
Supergirl, right?
No.
Oh.
If people stop watching these shows, we don't get Superman and Lois. We don't get Stargirl. We don't get Green Lantern.
We don't need Stargirl.
I think we
What is
do.
Green Lantern? What Green Lantern show is supposed to come on?
The HBO Max one.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess that might
That's
be
going to screw up Alan Scott.
But hey, look, it's HBO Max, not HBO, so it might not be good.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
They have like Real Trans Housewives of New York, like that's the big show or something.
Yeah, good Loki talk, guys.
Hey, that's what a trickster does.
Indeed. Was Tiger Claw not here last week? I'm looking in chat. Was he not here last week when we talked about?
I guarantee he was because he asked about episode 2 of Loki.
Yeah.
Oh, but was he here when we were talking about Batman's preferences, his sexual preferences? Or I'm sorry, his.
Yeah, he was here. He just wasn't listening.
Oh, got you. Well, he has a question for you, Oz.
I don't like that he put expert in quotations. Like, because I read
listen to the show. Don't be mad at him.
I read his comments in his voice, and I feel like he's, being condescending. Just like I felt you were condescending me earlier too.
Who, me?
Yeah. Well, I guess we're not doing news yet.
Okay, we can save it. All right.
Let's talk about. Hold on, real quick. Just on to if we're on the Batman Catwoman going down. I gotta give a shout out to Octo Camel for sending us a little picture on Instagram. I felt this is a nice way to bring up the interactive nature of the show. Let me share this screen real quick.
Share that screen real quick, Mo. Share that screen real quick.
If somebody can bring it up.
I figured out why you guys didn't get the email. Oh, here it is.
There it is. So it's a T-shirt that's yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So, Octo Camo, better known as Kill Assist on Twitch. Because he's all grown up now. He doesn't go by Octo Camo in chat.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
Kill Assist. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That was him.
Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah, it's him. It's now his adult name.
You know, I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a surgeon now, so he kills cysts.
Is he actually a surgeon?
I don't know.
Oh,
When you watch him play like Modern Warfare or Battlefield, yeah, he's precise like a surgeon.
Oh, is he really?
Battlefield.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay. I gotta do that. I didn't
Yeah.
know. I'll go follow him. Yeah, that is pretty funny. I like that. I like that.
All right, we're doing the scary movie review.
Yes. Yes,
All right.
we are.
I still haven't made a new theme, so I'm just gonna do the regular movie review theme.
Comic book theater.
I thought we had a scary movie.
We did, but it's like 50 seconds long.
Oh, shut up. Is it really?
Yeah.
It's the one with the piano and
Yeah. And the Bernard Herrmann theme and,
scream at the end.
yeah.
Don't look at me like that. You've heard it.
Yeah.
You've heard it.
No, I'm like, why is it 50 seconds long?
Because it's awesome.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
the
just
question
trying to
is,
figure out like
why isn't it a minute and a half? That's
what
the
all is happening in it that makes it 50 seconds long.
Well, because there's a scary one that's scary comic book reviews.
Oh,
And then there's a scary movie one that's long. And
Oh,
that's
maybe
the
I
one I
don't
would've
know
played
the
it.
scary movie one.
You know what it is? I've played it before.
I really feel
don't-
like all the ones I've done were like the same audio, so the exact same length.
No, they are. But the one I'm talking about for scary movie is not your audio.
Oh, then it's not the good one.
Exactly. That's why I didn't play it.
Good choice, Mo.
Yeah. And now you wasted the amount of time I would have if I would have just played the bad theme.
So, Willy's Wonderland is a movie starring Nick Cage.
Is it though?
I mean, are we talking about starring or are we talking about movie? Like, scary? Is that the part?
A little bit from
Any of those?
A little bit from
The fact that I don't know which one you're talking about is really speaking value. It's like, I don't know what part of it you're questioning, but you could question all of it. It's definitely a movie. It might be scary to someone. Nick Cage is definitely in it.
And he's the star.
And I would say he's the star, even though the young lady, you might be able to make a I don't know her name. I feel bad.
Something
Toaster. Huh?
Something Alexis Toaster or something. Something Toaster.
Do you think Nick Cage knows he's in it?
Nick Cage definitely knows he's in it.
Like when he encounters that ostrich, I think he didn't know what was happening.
That's hilarious.
He just starts looking at it.
Emily Tosta is the name of the young lady who's the other person that's like the co-star. And look, I'm mad at Mo because he didn't remember her name was Emily.
Look, I'm not looking at her like that at all. She's just an actress in a B movie, and she's like a B rate in a B movie.
I'm not saying you're looking at her anyway. I'm just saying that Emily is a name that you might remember.
Look, when the last name is Toaster, that takes everything. You never seen that.
Oh, dude. So, and it's about a guy who gets I don't know what the right way to say it is, but
Lured.
Lured into cleaning up a defunct children's. I mean, yeah, okay, Chuck E. Cheese.
Off-brand Chuck E. Cheese.
Is Chuck E. Cheese like? Was that a nationwide thing? Does everyone know what a Chuck E. Cheese is?
Yeah. There's one down the street.
Got it. Okay, so
at least made it halfway through the country.
Got it. A defunct Chuck E. Cheese, and the animatronics basically start trying to kill him throughout the night while he cleans this place up, and kids come and try to save him, and then hilarity and terror ensues. Yeah, Willy's Wonderland. This is a wild one. Listen, Jay, you wanted us to review this, right?
I was.
Oh, you terrible son.
He hadn't seen it.
Are you gonna try to backtrack on this right here? Are you gonna try to friggin'
He wanted us to
walk back?
for sure. He wanted us to watch it.
Are you gonna try to walk this back right now? Is that what you're about to do, Jay? Go ahead, Jay. What are you about to do?
I told you guys that I enjoyed it. I told you guys that Nick Cage was a silent protagonist. And then you guys were like, oh, we got to see this. Why aren't we talking about this? Like, you guys ran with that. I just brought it up to throw shade on Snake Eyes. Like, that's what I was trying to do.
Wait, you throwing shade on the Snake Eyes movie that hasn't come out yet?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to talk. Snake Eyes is a silent protagonist. He should be silent. He should have his fucking voice box stabbed out. And we all know this. All of us who are familiar with the character know he does not talk.
I still feel like if you saw us walking headlong into traffic, you should, grab us.
Nah, come on. It's not that bad.
I think Nicolas Cage should win an Academy Award for this movie. I mean, you get nominated for playing somebody on the spectrum, right?
Right.
Oh wow!
I can't say the R word because I'm not Chuck Schumer, but he's definitely like the way Homeboy like gets in a fight and then goes right back to cleaning.
Oh yeah. The way he goes to his break.
Yeah, it's got yeah. Dude, that's triggering. Dude just cleaned up an entire room, comes back. There's blood on the mirror saying, I'm going to kill you or something. And he just stares at it and starts cleaning. Like that. Look, come on.
Look, but he's not the only one on the spectrum because that mechanic was clearly on the spectrum because he's like, whether he lives or not, I got to fix this car.
Yeah, but I was shocked when he fixed the car. Like, okay. No. I mean, but
look, that's one of the few parts that made sense to me where I was like, no, you fix the car because you're gonna drive the car. Somebody's gonna take that car because they're like, he's dead anyway.
Right. So, but you don't like he's dead anyway. Why drive it out there to him?
He drove it out to the other guy.
Yeah, to the
right, but you don't have to go there. Like you could go chop shop it. You have to destroy it. Like that car should have been destroyed at the end of the you do because you just murdered somebody. You sent somebody to death. So you can't have evidence that they passed through the town.
If that car shows up on the market, then it's more traceable. But back to Nicolas Cage, he's on the spectrum because he's got that spectrum strength.
The way he looks at people, he's like,
wait, I love how Oz just PC'd that. I was like, spectrum strength? I was like, dude, I didn't even know that you could say that, but I think I'm going to try it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta add that to the checklist.
What'd you say, Jay?
I'm pretty sure you cannot say that.
You cannot.
When I said earlier,
like if you say spectrum strength, that could be a Green Lantern reference.
It fits.
It's like he's definitely talking about Red Lanterns. That spectrum strength.
And dude, like, just like, he's got diabetes too, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why does he have diabetes?
How many sodas did that? And I don't even think they're just sodas. I think they're energy drink.
They are energy drinks.
Caffeine sodas.
And he just kept downing them.
Look, I can speak. Unfortunately, I can speak with experience and say he does not necessarily have diabetes.
But he's getting it.
Maybe.
Well, he's white, so maybe not.
Is that how privilege works?
Yeah.
No diabetes for you.
I used to drink way worse on a daily basis. So, and I don't have it currently.
That's because you have that spectrum strength.
Well, no, but you know, he did that Joe. He did that Joe Sway where he's like, currently. Yeah, that means his doctor told him, hey, you throw those fucking sodas out.
Yes, he did tell me that, and
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See? So you don't have it currently.
I do not.
I'm sorry. Currently.
Y'all are too much. Wait, let's get back to this movie. First of all, like, what? Okay. And I don't know if you all know this about me. I think you do, but you know, I'm a Nicolas Cage fan. Like, and when I say that, I mean like he's made a lot of movies that I really enjoy. And I understand that, you know, Nicolas Cage is not necessarily considered, and maybe rightly so, shouldn't be considered a phenomenal actor. But, you know, like in my mind, it's like there's certain people you kind of go to and you're like, I'm going to go watch a movie that they're in and I know what I'm going to get and it's going to be entertaining. It's not going to be an Academy Award winning performance, but it's going to be like fun. And that's okay. Like everything doesn't have to be like a life-changing performance, right? Like every movie doesn't have to move you in a way where you're like, dude, you know what? I'm different now because I saw this. You know, so I don't have to be different. Sometimes I could just eat popcorn and watch movies and be like, dude, I had a great time. And that's it. And Nicolas Cage provides that for me in a lot of ways. And so I'm watching this joint because when Jay did say, like, oh, it's literally Nicolas Cage in a movie and he's a silent protagonist. And I was like, oh, dude, I feel like I need to see that because I want to see like what's Nicolas Cage do when he only can emote with his face. And I was wondering throughout the book, like as this movie started, I'm like, is he going to be like mute? Or is he just going to be like quiet? Listen, and when it turned out it was just him being quiet, I was like, oh, this is so wild. Because that fool could talk, but he just chooses not to. And then as like the stuff happens in the movie, it's like, you know what? If it was me, I don't know if I would speak on all this BS either. Just like, why? Why am I wasting my breath? Let's just keep going. Mo, what did you think of this joint?
Look, I loved
it. Right.
I loved it. Look, you know, each character had a theme song. And so
Is that true?
Yeah. But look, forget what I thought about it. What Emily thought about it, because I had to read all three of the Curse of the Man-Thing books while I was watching the movie. So I need your help. Just tell me everything you see and everything, you know, what you think, what's going on. You know? And she hated it. She's like, this is a waste of time. Like, why the fuck are you doing this movie? Is it based on the comic? No. Then why are you doing it?
Watching of the movie.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage was playing Man-Thing.
Right. but you know, I was watching it as well, but it's like, just give me your impressions, because I kind of knew what I was kind of getting into. It's a B movie, and how bad is it, how good is it, and yeah, she didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and maybe it's a guy thing, maybe. It's a guy thing. But because I was reading the comics, I got to hear the music and the audio cues. A lot of it, because he is a silent protagonist, is very ASMR-y, like so the sound design in it is actually really good. And
that's hilarious. Like ASMR definitely sounds like an alien race.
Yeah, alien race came and made that. But the way he wipes everything down, they create an atmosphere with sound, and to the point of the music and each character and the transitioning, the theme song, the jarring difference between the theme song and the mood and things like that, the voices, and as far as the acting goes from everybody else, some of the dialogue was terrible, but that's what you get in a B movie. Like, you kind of have to do that if you're making a B type movie. I think they're trying to make a B type movie here. So hopefully they succeeded, if that was their goal. If they're trying to make Citizen Kane with animatronics, then you still get an 8 out of 10.
It's cinema, Moses. Cinema.
Yeah, cinema.
Cinema. As like Scorsese would be like, I approve it.
Once I got like halfway through, I put down like after reading the Spider-Man Man-Thing book, I put it down, and I'm like, I'm gonna finish this movie, and I'm gonna just rush through that X-Men chapter of Man-Thing because I want to finish this. And yeah, and here we are.
Here we are. What about you, Oz? How did you feel about Willy's Wonderland?
It's a movie that I've always wanted, where you, instead of putting the idiot teenagers in a horror movie, you put a badass and see what happens. But it was poorly pulled off. Like, it was just poorly done. There's too many leaps that I have to make on as to why this town didn't just take out these goofy little robots a long time ago.
Or why didn't these robots just do another suicide ritual and go into actual people and terrorize the country?
It's just, if Nicolas Cage wasn't in it, it'd be horrible. But it's Nicolas Cage doing Nicolas Cage like things with that weird face that he's making the whole time.
Dude, it's so good.
And just
how can you not love it? How can you not love it?
The beard that looks like it's drawn on, but I feel like it's not. It's not. You.
Is Mo making the weird face?
That's how he was.
Mo. Make the weird face again, Mo.
Not.
It's halfway between I smell shit and I don't know if it's coming from you, but you're annoying me anyway. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't see this in the theater. So yeah,
this movie did not come to a theater.
It's limited theatrical release.
No,
well, they all are because we're trying to get the nomination. Yeah. But it's primarily streaming and
trying to get the nomination. The nomination for what?
For the Saturn Award.
What category?
Whatever category you put, the four is
a Razzie. He's trying to get a Razzie.
Oh no!
They said a Saturn Award, which this could get a Saturn.
Yeah, action, comedy, horror, drama.
Could it really though?
Yeah. Look, what else came out? What could it go up against? Look, it's not going to try to go up against Tenet because Tenet will lose.
Honestly, the movie was fine until the teenagers show up.
Yeah, they were a little necessary. They were a little
like the one girl, but then when you start killing off the entire other group, that just feels like they threw that in.
Well, you kind of have to have the massacre of these.
Yeah, you have to have the two people getting killed.
Look, I would have gotten more high concept and subversive of the genre and just be like, oh my god, he is our monster. We need to run for our lives, and put the animatronics in the role of fucking the teenagers having sex and running for their lives.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that would have been great. I was mad that there was a sex scene and like Chicken Area took out for top.
That's a Joeism.
Oh, I guess they're supposed to be teenagers, so I don't know how I feel about it now.
Well, you feel the same, you fucking pervert.
Yeah, I do, because I know she's like 40.
Yeah, she didn't. She didn't.
Is that chick 40?
I don't know.
They're all like 27 or something. None of them. I don't even think they're really like playing teenagers. I think they're just like young adults.
When I found out the chick playing Wildcat on Stargirl is like 48, then anything's possible.
Really?
She was born in 98.
Who was born in 98?
Emily Tosta.
No, that's
no. I mean the blonde girl, the slut.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't shame her.
Yeah, I agree with
I said that as a compliment.
That's how she took it.
Dude, if sluts didn't exist, the world would be boring.
Like, it's so funny because like I'm trying to figure out.
The chick from Stargirl is 28.
Oh,
but still, she's playing like a 13-year-old.
I mean, okay. I don't know, man. Like, listen, I will say this. I felt like all the people in this movie, and talk about Willy's Wonderland, they all looked relatively young. Don't get me wrong. I knew that they're not teenagers because you don't get teenagers to play teenagers. But they don't look old. Like, it's not friggin', like 90210, like,
right?
Or it's not, it's not 21 Jump Street where you're like, these old ass people are playing teenagers. Say what, Jay?
Sorry, she was also born in 98.
Yeah, look, they're all. I mean, they're all relatively young. Like, I don't know how old you are when you're born in 98, but
23.
Is that?
I'm looking at it. I didn't like just
no.
That wasn't mental math. I'm looking at it.
All I'm saying is you've just reinforced Moses's perfect.
Wait, did I say 28 or 23?
You said 23.
Okay, then yeah, 23.
Yeah.
I was thinking 28, but I'm looking at it 23. So my eyes and brain made a connection that might.
And I will say, home chick, what's her name? Tosta. She's good. Like,
she's an actress.
I'm not saying that she's good, like so good that this movie was okay. I'm just saying that I can see like why they cast her as the person to play opposite of Nick Cage, and if she was in like any other movie, she's probably, or any other project, she's probably like fantastic. Like
she was in Party of Five.
Oh, I don't watch that.
Of course,
was she like one of the 5
in the remake?
No,
there's a remake.
Yeah, I thought there were.
I don't know if it's the remake. I mean, at her age, I'm pretty sure she was like the middle child in that show.
Because I think by 98, Party of Five was like canceled already.
Listen, I didn't watch any incarnation of Party of Five, so I don't know. But I'm just saying that chick is good.
Oh shit! It is from a 2020 version of Party of Five.
Well, there you go.
It's not even out yet.
You're hilarious. 2020 is still the past. That year counts, even though it was terrible.
No, but it was. I don't think it's out yet. I don't think it's out yet.
Oh, did it come out yet?
I think it was made in 2020. Like they probably made a pilot and it didn't.
Nah, but that's not how like IMDb works. If it's 2020, that's when it.
No, I'm talking about as a professional in the entertainment industry. I'm telling you how it is. Not IMDb. That's not your source for how Hollywood works, Larry.
It did come out, but it's only 10 episodes, and I don't see anything about a season 2. And it got horrible ratings.
It didn't come out.
It's like 100,000 people watched it.
You're hilarious.
I'm not lying. I'm looking at the ratings, at the numbers.
you would kill for those numbers.
They're hilarious. Like all I'm saying is I think she's good. Like I have faith in her to be good in something else. And
yeah,
honestly,
she's on a show that tanked doesn't mean she's not good.
Right? Because it could just be, huh?
She was in Mayans.
The motorcycle
Yeah.
show. Oh, okay. Yeah, and even the other chick, the blonde, I feel like she's probably good too. Like I feel like no, because I feel like she made the role she was given probably better than it would be. Like because I'm like, I don't feel like, oh well, she like made it that. I feel like somebody wrote it that way and she tried to make it interesting. And well, I mean, she did the best she could.
Yeah, like if she was trying to go for unlikable, then yeah.
Like, I believe that she's probably better too. Like, you know, the guys, the other guys in it, it's like maybe they're okay. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
No, they sucked.
They definitely look, and I'm just like, oh, like the dude that was like the black dude, which was his name Bob.
Yeah,
I feel like his name was Bob.
It was,
and I was just like, why is the black dude named Bob number one? And then why did they make him like the most stereotypical black dude? Like I was just like, oh, like I watched this joint. I'm like, this feels like this should not happen in 2021.
like that dude is not in a tiny Midwestern town. Like he didn't grow up there.
Well,
neither
there it is. Right. Say what?
Neither are they. They're in Nevada.
First off, Bob is a pretty common name.
I mean,
like,
yeah, but they would call him Bobby.
My nephew Bob. Like
your nephew
Bob.
Do they call him?
You have a black nephew named Bob?
Yeah, I mean they call him Robert.
Well, but then they don't call him Bob.
Not anymore. But
did they ever call him Bob or did they call him Bobby?
Both.
They call him Bob and Bobby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who called him Bob?
My dad.
White people? No. Oh, okay. Got it. Your dad. I'm sorry.
My dad called me names too. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I'm like, I don't know. And then, yeah, like, I was like, here's the thing that tripped me out was his haircut. I was like, why does he have that haircut in like whether it's 2020 or 2021? I don't understand. Like, they gave him like the like stereotypical black dude like haircut, but from like 1999.
You know
like
what it is too? Is it was shot during quarantine. So they couldn't do haircuts because it was against protocol.
Wait, so are we saying like, oh, that's what that guy's like? That's how he wears his hair in real life?
That's what he had. That's his quarantine cut.
If we met that fool in the street, that's what he'd be rocking. That haircut.
That's probably what. Because you know, when you were working in quarantine, making movies and shit, you had a limited. You couldn't have people around like that. So one of the things that suffered was like your hair and makeup. You had to learn to do your own makeup and shit like that. You know.
Right, and that I get. However,
the hair is part of that same department.
I mean, but so he couldn't get a. Okay, well, all I'm saying is this: that haircut didn't look like, oh man, like I'm just trying to make it through quarantine haircut. That looked like a choice,
right? Because it's a movie. Yeah, so he has to do what he can do for himself for the movie.
Wait, so the black guy gets Bob. The white guy gets Aaron Powers.
Listen, I outside of the women, I pretty much. Well, you know what? I won't. No, I'm gonna say I didn't like Bob. I didn't like the other dude that was like the white guy. The other dude was like a Latino dude, right?
Yeah, there was one in there.
Nondescript.
The guy that brought the weed.
Yeah, I guess he did bring the weed.
Yeah, he was Hispanic.
Yeah, that dude.
He was Latinx.
He was less hateable than the other two.
Yeah, because he had weed.
That's what it was. That's what it was. I was like, you know what? Good for you. Cheers.
That one dude, the simp.
Huh?
I like the one simp dude. Like he was funny.
Who's the simp dude?
The one that
I
got
don't
took
try
out by
to
the ugly animatronic character.
Yeah.
Like, everything he was doing was to sleep with the main chick.
Yeah, the guy that was crushing on them.
Where even like one of the guys is like, dude, he's not gonna sleep with you. Just
Got
stop.
you. Yeah, no, that guy was terrible. I don't like that dude.
I thought he was funny. And I do love how like he thought the animatronic was a good person. And then
Which is fitting with his his naivete.
Yeah.
yeah,
Why
that was
would he
fun for
think
me.
that? Why would he think that?
Because he's
dumb.
he's dumb.
I guess, man. It's
It
such a
happened
weird
in Banana
movie.
Splits.
Huh?
It happened in the Banana Splits movie. One of the animatronics wasn't that evil.
Joe, why do you keep saying these things like we know what you're talking about? Like,
I know what he's talking about.
Because some of
You don't count, Moses.
Because I was even going to compare it to the hug.
like
What?
I've talked about the Banana Splits movie a few times on the show, and I've talked about it with you personally.
Damn it.
Like,
It's crazy that I just started typing banana and it automatically autofilled Banana Splits movie.
yeah,
What is the Banana Splits movie again?
it's another Five Nights at Freddy's type movie. A kid is really into this show called the Banana Splits. He goes to a live taping, and when the animatronics find out that the show is being canceled, they start killing everyone.
Like at the taping of the last or one of the last few shows?
Yeah,
It's a Hanna-Barbera movie?
the Banana Splits is a Hanna-Barbera property from the 60s.
Yeah.
It was a children's variety show. The person that made the movie was trying to get the Five Nights at Freddy's license and couldn't. So she went and got the Banana Splits license. Why she jumped from Five Nights at Freddy's to Banana Splits, no one will ever know. But she did it. And Hasbro, or not Hasbro, Hanna-Barbera, like, it's a dead property. They weren't doing anything with it. So they let her have it.
Yeah, she probably got it for dirt cheap,
Mm-hmm.
if that.
Like, what are the Banana Splits?
Fleagle, Bingo, Drooper, and Snorky.
What the hell is Oz saying right now? Like,
That's the
what?
names of them.
Yeah, let me.
I thought he was having a stroke.
Apparently, it's a successful children's television series.
It's like a Barney or like what's the other one? The Sid and Marty Krofft, like those type of shows.
Like,
Land of the Lost?
No, but remember they had the puppet people, like that
Like-
did the bumpers.
stuff.
I'm not old like you, Mo. I don't know what you're talking about. look at Mo got so offended. Mo was like, "You son of a bitch!" Like, I'm just playing, Mo.
People have been calling me sir, and not like in that.
Everyone
way.
knows you're the youngest member of Fantastic Four, Mo. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, look, who cares? Who cares? We're all already dead.
He said we're all dead already.
You've been knighted.
But yeah, that's what the Banana Splits were, and it, you know.
Yeah, they're from the 60s. They rerun a lot. They did reruns a lot. That's how I know about them.
Yeah, not because we're
saw
old.
that show?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It rerun a lot. That's how we know it, not because we're old.
Okay, boomer. I didn't know who the fuck they were.
Oh, Jesus.
That
Yeah,
doesn't help.
they definitely look like they would kill you. I
The
agree.
Tra-La-La song?
Yeah.
The theme song.
Tra la
dude.
la la, tra la 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 la. You never heard that song?
God,
Is that how that goes?
Yeah,
Approximately, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard it either.
Oh, it's tra la la, tra la la la, tra la 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 la.
Yeah, that's what I said. Tra la 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 la.
That sounds familiar, but it's probably because it's generic as hell.
Well, it played on a lot of shit outside of that after because it was a hit.
Okay.
I remember when Billboard magazine had it at. Oh wait, no, I don't. I'm not old.
You remember finding a Billboard magazine in the quarter bin one day?
What's a magazine?
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
I don't know what magazines are. I'm young. I'm young, fellow kids.
Oh, magazine. We'll talk later.
In any case, I like that one guy. I'll have to say I like that one guy.
Yeah, the elephant guy.
No, the simp.
Where
Oh,
can people find this?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Hulu. Check it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
or not.
Especially if you're already paying for Hulu.
Yeah,
What is it? Hulu Prime, Hulu Super Duper, Hulu Hoop.
I enjoyed it, and as a horror movie, B movie, like especially if you watch it, you smoke a joint, you watch it with your friends, it's gonna be a fun time because you guys are gonna laugh at it. Like I know it's built as a action comedy horror movie, and it's action horror in theory. The comedy part, I can see it being funny, but it's funny because they failed at some shit. You know, some of the dialogue's like. But the effects were good. Nicolas Cage is great in it, you know, and
Why
yeah,
did you make this movie?
Now,
Money.
we
it was
always,
in quarantine.
like one thing
Yeah.
we like to do whenever Lawrence watches a horror movie, and I know this one was actually a little more actiony than horror, but it was still a little gory. Now, how were you like? Was the gore ever too much for you?
No.
It was like animatronic gore.
Right.
I mean, technically, there's a few spots where it's supposed to be people, but you can't tell the difference. Like, and yeah, I don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, mind you, because you all know, like, I don't like to see people like dismembered or hurt or suffering like that. I don't get off on that. So,
Me neither.
so
Yeah.
I was actually a little bit happy. Like, I felt like I was a little apprehensive in the beginning because I was just like, I didn't know what to expect. And I felt like after we had like maybe the first or second like fight with the animatronic things, like I was just like, oh, okay, like I think we're gonna be okay. And then the kids came into the thing and I'm like, oh, this potentially could change the tone of things, but then I was like, nah, I don't think it is. It at no point did I feel on edge, like what's about to happen, you know? And I mean, part of that might be Nick Cage too. Like Nick Cage is has a calming effect for me. No, I'm just saying, like it's true. Like I feel like I associate Nick Cage with a good time, and so I know he's done other horror movies, and I haven't watched those. But
Every time he sees Nick Cage, it's like the Con Air shot where his hair is all in the wind.
right, exactly. There it is. What were you saying, Jay?
Mom and Dad is great. Like,
Yeah.
phenomenal movie.
Is that
And he's in
like
it
a
too.
real horror movie?
Yeah.
Isn't that? It's a Stephen King, right? Is it?
I'm not sure.
It might be just like that type of horror, but I thought it was a Stephen King.
What happens is all the adults in this town get the urge to kill their kids. And so you have the kids who are trying to survive their parents.
It's a Wednesday.
It's Nicolas Cage and Salma Hayek trying to kill their kids.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's hilarious. Like, because it also has a comedic tone, but it's also more.
Wait.
horror.
How old are the kids?
The oldest one is like 16.
Okay, so it's not like toddlers. It's teenagers that can fight back.
Oh, the youngest one's a toddler.
Not a toddler. He's like 8. Wait, maybe he is a toddler. It's been a while since I've seen that.
He was like preschool or something, no?
Well, I don't remember.
The point is, there's somebody. The victims can fight back.
I feel
Somehow.
like the most disturbing part of this movie is that Nick Cage is married to Salma Hayek. It's like, what? Nah.
No, that makes sense.
Nah, that's like I almost have a easier time believing that he could be Superman.
Well, this movie actually made me want. Man, I wish they would have done that Superman with. I mean, we saw like BVS, Justice League. Like, I'm down with Nick Cage.
He had that long hair though.
I don't care.
Like, I don't want hippie Superman.
He was supposed to be the long-haired Superman, though. That was like Death of Superman era.
No, that was a mullet. If he had a mullet, I can respect that.
Oh, you felt like it wasn't a mullet enough.
No, it wasn't a mullet at all. He had he had his Con Air hair.
He looked like from Jupiter's Legacy with that hair.
And he didn't have a black suit. He had like some glowy light effect suit with like neon and shit.
Oh, hey man, I don't know what to tell you. It's like people do weird things with Superman apparently. Because
and I said Hayek, I meant Blair.
Wait, what?
Selma Blair, not Selma Hayek.
Who is Selma Blair?
It's Liz Sherman from the Hellboy movies.
Oh, that is definitely.
She's actually a big actress. I'm surprised you like didn't recognize.
Is she a big actress?
Yeah, it's well
what
known.
else is she in?
Everything.
Can
any
of you name like one thing that I would know her from other than
Hellboy 1 and 2?
Yeah, and Zoe Duncan, Jack and Jane, Zoe ...
What is
Anger
Zoe ...
Management?
Wait, she was in Anger Management? Who was she?
Not the movie, the show with Charlie Sheen.
Okay. I don't know if she's as big of an actress as y'all are trying to make her out to be.
She was also famous for being misdiagnosed, and she had like
what
something like really fucked up, and they kept telling her she was full of shit. The doctors.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow. First of all, that barely looks like Nick Cage. Like, he looks dangerous there, and I don't like it. That's number one. Number two, I'm looking at Selma Blair right now. Like, I don't recognize her from anything right there. Like, wow,
Larry.
What?
No, it's just funny. Like, you're like, wow. I'm just staring at the screen.
No, I am. I'm like literally like I'm like they look menacing, both of them. And I'm like, that makes me feel like I should not watch this movie because I don't want to watch these people kill the children. And I feel like they will. Damn, how do you get that cut?
Well, I want to spoil it for you, but you might enjoy it if you watch it. I'm just kidding. You'll be terrified.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. Like, why does he have? Is that a soul patch?
No, that's blood.
Oh, that's blood on his. From his like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's even worse.
Or Selma Blair was in the wrong. Never mind. I'll keep it to myself.
Wait, what happened?
He's Batman.
What?
I love that Lawrence is so innocent. He doesn't get what I'm saying.
I don't know what we're talking about.
He would think one of those animatronics are good people.
Wait, what?
The animatronic shows up. Hello, friend.
Listen, first of all, y'all know I wouldn't be caught dead in Willy's Wonderland. Y'all, like, I was so mad at this fool when he was like, he tackled Bob. Why? Like, why are you so mad at Bob for? And then the whole roof collapses. And it's like, what the hell? Like, why y'all even go up on the roof in the first place? Like, this is some BS, man. I hate this whole movie.
That's exactly what Homegirl says. Like, what the hell are you guys doing here? I told you to look for an exit. Why are you in here with us?
I agree.
So we should rate this.
Yeah, let's rate it. Okay, Oz, what would you rate Willy's Wonderland?
3.5. And 2.5 of those are because Nicolas Cage is in it.
Fair.
Especially like if you're already subscribed to Hulu, then watch it. I wouldn't get Hulu for it, but if you already paying for it, just watch it.
There it is. Jay, What would you rate Willy's Wonderland?
I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. Like there were a couple issues I had with the story. Like some of the character actions don't really track. But other than that, it was just really fun. Like even with the non-tracking actions, it was just really fun. You know, I like seeing those kids get torn apart. Yeah, like Nicolas Cage, like dude, like his performance was so fun to me. Like, especially at the end. Like there's a scene at the end where he's driving off with the girl and he hands her a soda and he has like the second expression he has in the movie. Like the second time he shows like an expression. And it's like it's so good. Like I can read that expression. It's like it's so fun. Like I don't know. This movie is just a good time to me. Like it's just a good time.
Now that I know Nicolas Cage can make that face, I think he should be Judge Dredd.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I'm so angry.
Him and Carl Urban together. Oh,
Yeah.
I was just like, if I can't have good comic book movies and the properties I like, none of you all can.
Dredd was amazing.
Like none of y'all can. Nick Cage is Judge Dredd.
No, in Judge Dredd, not Judge Dredd, because that's Carl Urban.
Oh,
And his chin is magic.
His chin is in fact magic. I would agree with you.
I mean, he would have to be better than Stallone.
Whoa, hey,
Yeah,
man.
Stallone was good too.
Listen, hey, man. I need you to relax.
Look, you don't read Judge Dredd.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm speaking as a movie guy, not as a
But Stallone took off the helmet.
Hey, it was a different time. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, the Judge Dredd comics are making fun of American police action fiction.
By the way, that
You know?
Stallone movie, like the way they did the effects, I watched it recently. It still holds up.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's a great movie.
It's yeah.
What
It's a
sucks is
great movie.
Max von Sydow's booger. Because
Okay, we're rating this Nicolas Cage movie though. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
it's my fault. It's
yeah.
my fault.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
your fault. That's the title of this episode. Max von Sydow's booger.
Moses Magnum. What do you feel about Willy's?
You know, I
Wonderland?
was gonna give it 3.75, but I'm going up to 4.25. Because
Did he say I'm going up to 3.25?
No,
Yeah.
4.25.
Oh, 4.2. Okay, got it.
but that like half a point or whatever goes to Nicolas Cage because it's not just his expressions, but that dance number.
Look, that's what I was gonna say. Like this joint gets a 3 from me, only because of the pinball dancing. No,
Yeah,
only because
I loved it.
oh,
I like that he progressively gets better at that game too.
Yeah.
At first, he's kind of like, "Hey, what the hell?" And then, towards the end, he's all, "Yeah, Jack." He's not even looking.
it's so
Like,
funny.
I wanna-
Hey,
I
what's the pinball dance? Wait, hold on. Is that it? Is that it? And I was like, that's the joint, man. I was like, why does he do that? I'm
He's
so
Nicolas
mad at it.
Cage.
Huh?
He's Nicolas Cage. You expect him to do something crazy.
Oh man, it's
He
so
can't.
terrible.
He can only
and
hold
it's
that face for so long.
It's so amazing. I'm just like, oh, every time I play a pinball game, I want to do that now.
Well, you got.
He wanted to be in the Green Hornet movie as the villain,
What? Oh, who
the
was
Seth Rogen one.
Who was the villain in that movie?
I don't know. I never seen it, but he's like he told Seth Rogen, "I want to be in it. I want to be the villain."
And
But I
what made
wanna be-
Rogan not do that?
Well, because he wanted to be a white guy from like he wanted to play a Jamaican villain with the accent and the dreads and everything, but Nicolas Cage white.
Oh, that's a bad. Well, listen, Nicolas Cage white as a Jamaican villain is a bad idea. It's not as bad of an idea as Nicolas Cage like blackface as a Jamaican villain.
Yeah,
but
I feel
I
like
guess
I've seen a
Nicolas
movie
Cage
where
Jamaican's a bad idea.
I feel like I've seen a movie where Nicolas Cage had dreadlocks and was a villain.
no, that was True Romance and it was Gary Oldman. What? Why?
No, I'm laughing because I'm pretty sure that that's 100% true, and that's hilarious because it's like I'm sure Nicolas Cage was somewhere angry, like, why did Gary Oldman get to do it?
I used to always say that he was playing Kid Rock because it was when Kid Rock was doing hip hop, and and I'm like, yeah, he plays a guy from Detroit. That's a word that we don't say anymore, the W word.
Mm.
So,
Got it.
So,
but yeah,
are we ready for this Mo deal?
yeah, Mo deal.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
More money, more money, more money, more money.
Dollar, 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 dollar.
It's time for a Mo deal. We talked about a Sweet Tooth last week, and now if you like Jeff Lemire, you can get in series Black Hammer at 50% off, and their books titled in there in that Black Hammer universe. Barbalian right there, that's one of them. You got Dr. Sherlock Frankenstein, Black Hammer 45, Black Hammer and something or other. like it's a whole universe. Justice League and the Black Hammer Justice League crossover, all of that for 50% off. And if you're like me and you wanted to get into Black Hammer, you don't know where to start. Starting with this deal is a good place to start.
Yeah.
You'll get the first 2 trade paperbacks and then splinter off of there. I hope they tell you what to get next, but I would say if it was 90% off, buy everything. But at 50% off, it's not just a good deal; it's a Mo deal.
Indeed. There was actually like you should mess around and get like some of those books that are on sale because they're good books. But they literally came out with like a Black Hammer Reborn that hit the stands today.
Yeah, that's why they announced the sale.
Right. And so it's like, they understand how to market, and they're like, you can get this today, and if you like this and you want to go ahead and get some back matter stuff, you want to like get, like fill in the gaps of the history or whatnot, you can go ahead and get all of that stuff on a deal, on a Mo deal today. Yeah. So you should do it.
Not just a good deal, a Mo deal.
There it is.
All right. Comic reviews time, right?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Comic book review. Like review. Well, not like that, but like.
All right. So, folks, we are reviewing Curse of the Man-Thing, which is Avengers, Curse of the Man-Thing, Curse of the Man-Thing, Spider-Man, and Curse of the Man-Thing, X-Men. All these books basically commemorate the 50th anniversary of the character Man-Thing. It's a story that basically talks about, or I guess the best way to say it is like kind of does a bit of a retcon of the origin of Man-Thing, and talks about why the Man-Thing is the way the Man-Thing is, and features the Avengers, Spider-Man, and the X-Men along the way. So let's talk about what everyone thought about these books. Moses, it only feels right to begin with you because I know you're a Man-Thing fan. What did you think of these books?
Just because it's Pride Month don't mean you got to talk to me like that, man. No, it's Man-Thing is one of these characters I like. I like his swamp monster thing. I love that. Swamp Thing's one of my favorites. Man-Thing's another one that I enjoy. I love his design. I love his dynamics where he doesn't talk, but he has all these other mystical powers, and add that to the guardian of the Nexus of all realities.
Right.
I was excited that it's having an anniversary. This book, it doesn't feel like a Man-Thing book a lot because it's more adventure-y and not as horror-y. So I enjoyed it, but it's a little different. I started with the Avengers, and it's like an Avengers with Man-Thing in it. And then there's the Spider-Man one, which is like an Avengers with Spider-Man and Man-Thing in it, you know. And then there's an X-Men in it where it feels like an X-Men book, a Man-Thing book with X-Men in it. And so they were all written by Steve Orlando, but they do have these weird feelings or feels to them across all three of them. Part of it is because of how the story progresses from one to the other. But yeah, and basically, I enjoyed it, and but I do feel that we're gonna see Man-Thing in the next MCU one way or another. They've been teasing them since Iron Man 3, so I can't. I've been waiting since then, and then we saw it.
Tease Man-Thing in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, the chick from Iron Man 3 that was like the villain. Her last name was Solace, and she sold her husband's technology or research to AIM.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why he has those fire powers when he used the extremists, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't Man-Thing in Ragnarok when it was
a statue of him, yeah, and which he was probably one of the champions from crossing over a Nexus of reality, but he could easily be from another reality that going into MCU. Technically, he could be the comic book Man-Thing that crossed over, fought, and then went back, you know?
Right. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Jay, what did you think of these books?
I thought they were cool. Like, I don't really know much about Man-Thing, so this was pretty new to me, but it was written in a way that I could understand what's going on. And it was cool seeing some of the characters. Like, I like the spiders, and I like Magic too, even though I'm not like well read on her. I do like her. Her role as the ruler of Limbo. But yeah, I mean, it was just a decent book, or a decent book that I enjoyed.
That's fair.
With decent artwork. Like, I think I like the Spider-Man art the best.
Okay.
Followed by the X-Men art. Yeah.
Got it.
Like, overall, just a general good experience.
Okay, cool. How about you, Oz? How did you feel about it?
Art was fine. Story was fine. I'm not a Man-Thing guy. I was annoyed that it opens up with the Golden Girls, but then I chuckled because I know they beat up Cyclops. And then 2 pages later, like, Homegirl defeats Man-Thing in like a panel. And just
being who?
The niece of the.
Oh, got you. Yeah, Harrower.
Whatever. The niece or grand niece of the horny cultures or whatever.
Wait, horny culture. Wait a minute.
The horde cultures.
Horticulture.
Yeah.
Golden Girl.
You know her name. Why are you messing around? You know their names.
The old lady, the octogenarians that beat up Cyclops, as I like to call them. Yeah, it's fine. It's just I'm not a Man-Thing guy.
Okay. Yeah, like it's interesting because like I know for me, like the way that they introduced the character for Harrower, I was like, who is this? Like, this is not like they introduced her like she was like somebody. But I was like, this is not somebody, right?
I thought she was somebody who got like upgraded recently, so I didn't recognize her.
No,
the way she talks, I thought, okay, well, this must be like a main, like a B-level villain that just got upgraded somehow, and now she's getting chastised for going through a procedure to upgrade herself.
Right, and I feel like that's a testament to Orlando and how he wrote, because I was like, you're writing this like this is somebody that like in exactly what you just said, Oz, where like the feeling was like, oh, this is somebody who's like coming into their own, and this is like
Like
no,
we should know who this person is.
right. Literally, Avengers Curse of the Man Thing is her first appearance. Like the character did not exist until this comic. And so like she's like the big bad in this whole series, but it's like she's a new character. And I was just like because and the reason why I was like, okay, this has to be a new character because like horticulture didn't exist until like what is that?
After House or whatever of X.
Right. So we're talking about like 2020 basically. So I'm like, if those characters don't exist until like 2020 because House and Powers was like at the end of 2019, then I'm like, if she's a relative of one of the horticulture people, it's like they're new. And you know, I guess technically they've been around like a year, but they were around or 80. Okay, look, I'll give you that. And don't look, I feel different about horticulture than you do. Like I think they're actually great characters because like the idea that you have like these
of course you gotta build them up because they beat up your boy.
No, I don't have to. I'm not building them up because they like got the better of Cyclops one time.
Oh. Have they fought each other after that?
I don't think so.
So the one time they fought, they won.
100% of the time they fought, they won.
Well, it's literally one time.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, hey, whatever. What I'm saying is, like, I think they're good characters, and they've only kind of they came onto the scene recently. So I'm like, if she's the niece of one of them, I'm like, okay, well, you weren't around because they weren't around. So you know, but Orlando wrote it like, hey, like I need to get my respect, and I'm just like. It's interesting because I was thinking like, oh, well, we're gonna get like a little bit of an origin for her, but that never came in this book. So I was like, okay, well, or in these series of books, at least not that I remember, but you know. But it was interesting, like I think it's a retcon to Man-Thing's origin because I don't remember Man-Thing and Belasco ever being connected before now.
That's the thing. Yeah, I at this point I felt like it might have been something that was retconned already that I hadn't read, and then they're telling you because a lot of this is telling you stuff that you already know, kinda, and some of it wasn't different 100%, but then some of it was. So it could be the retcon or letting you know that there was a retcon, you know, before. Yeah.
Right. No, that is very possible, but I'm just like, here's the thing, like Man-Thing is a good character. However, he's underutilized. So in my mind, I'm just kind of like, if there was like a point where you had Man-Thing and Belasco, like, and they interacted, and it was before now, it's like, well, where would that have happened? And that's the whole thing. Like Man-Thing, if I'm not mistaken, like there was a point where like Man-Thing was, or there's like what is it? I don't remember what the right terminology is, but there was like a mini or a kid Man-Thing that was hanging out in Avengers with Blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I do remember that, but I think before even that, there was like Man-Thing was like in a different team, but I can't think of what it was.
Legion of Monsters.
Okay, no, you might be right. Maybe that's what it was.
And you're thinking of Boy Thing.
There's no, there's no Boy Thing.
That's the name, Boy Thing.
Oh, you're thinking.
You're talking about Boy Thing in Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that is what they actually did call it, and that sounds so wrong when Oz says it.
Yeah, well, especially with that working style of his.
You're the one that enjoyed it.
When he's like, "You're thinking of Boy Thing," I'm definitely not thinking of that. Goddamn, I won't be accused of such depravity.
Like, oh, boy.
Look, no, Oz, I was not thinking of Boy Thing. How dare you?
You can't say that on YouTube.
Hey, look, we're already demonetized. Like, in fact, we're worse than demonetized. We owe YouTube.
We owe them.
We owe YouTube.
Fine.
They're like, hey, you said these crazy things about Boy Thing and then about Nick Cage. You got to pay us.
And we didn't like how Oz smiled when he said "boy thing."
Right, exactly. You got to pay us now. Like, damn it, YouTube. We don't owe you.
If he's gonna smile like that, he needs to take off his glasses.
It's kind of creepy looking at the Marvel fandom page. Because, like, see also 19 images of Boy Thing.
See, there's that smile again.
There it is. Right.
Hold on.
Oz likes it. He likes it. Oz is all about the Boy Thing.
Quote: Avengers recruit Blade stripped Boy Thing off Shadow Colonel.
Shadow Colonel did have Boy Thing, and he was holding Boy Thing hostage.
He had Boy Thing chained up as a pet.
Right, and the Avengers liberated Boy Thing. I remember that.
Was Shadow Colonel a priest?
No, Shadow Colonel's a vampire, like a vampire soldier.
All right. From now on, every time Oz says "boy thing," we zoom into his face.
Like, if I click on this link, I'm on the list, right? Boy Thing images.
Look at that! Look at that smile. That's why we owe YouTube money.
We owe YouTube. We have to pay them.
Yeah, we're the opposite of demonetized. It's like we're the number one comic book show on the dark web.
You guys are the Marvel fanboys. There's no Boy Thing in the Legion of Superheroes.
Look, there's Earth Boy, Dirt Boy, Butt Boy, like in the Legion of Superheroes.
There might be a Boy Lad.
Look,
whatever boy you want, you can find in the Legion of Superheroes.
And you've seen their costumes. Having something named Boy and Lad with that costume puts you on a list.
It's okay. It's
like,
Pride Month.
There's no Boy Thing, but there's definitely a Thing Boy. Yeah, there he is.
I like the design of Man Thing.
No, like the Man Thing, he's a really cool character, and this whole thing, this whole like story actually made me appreciate him more. At the same time, I do want him to have I want Man Thing to have his own book. Like, because this definitely did feel like, I mean,
you didn't read when he did.
Okay, that could be so.
Like, he had a book and it was written by R.L. Stine.
Oh, you know what? I did read that. Or at least maybe I didn't read all of it. How many issues was it? I don't remember.
5.
Okay, no, I might have read like the first 2 or 3. I probably didn't finish it. So I'll give you that. But I think I did read it just because I was like, oh, I mean, look, Man Thing as a character is interesting simply because he guards the nexus of all realities. And
so what you're saying is you didn't get enough of R.L. Stine's Man Thing to know if you really enjoy it or not.
I don't believe I'm saying that at all. I personally believe
You prefer Boy Thing over Man Thing.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that either. Let's just rate this book.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, rate. Okay.
Rate, you son of a bitch. Oh, jeez. Anyway, Jay, what did you think of Curse of the Man Thing series?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the art. I liked the story, the characters. Except Mara.
Yeah, it's funny because... Say what?
I wasn't really feeling Mara.
Now, when you say you weren't feeling Marrow, you mean because I know you like Marrow as a character, but you didn't like her in this capacity?
Like, is that Mara? Like, what happened to her? Like, she looks completely different.
Well, there was a point where like Marrow became pretty. So
Is that what happened?
yeah, I think that is what happened.
But even with, like, I remember her, like, she was at a club because her bones had gone in.
Because her what?
Her bones had gone in, and like,
Oh,
she
okay.
was cute. And so she
Right.
went to a club with Rogue, and Mystique was there doing her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't even look like that. Like, she like got a lot lighter, and her head is bigger.
I hear
Like,
that.
I don't know. I'm not feeling the new design.
That's fair. How'd you feel about the other? Like I know Magic was like she introduced those characters as like her Dark Riders, which was wild because I was like wait, what? Like I don't like the only Dark Riders I know from Marvel are literally like Apocalypse, like well, I guess lackeys is not the best term, but yeah, but lackeys, they're Apocalypse lackeys.
Yeah, I like the team. Like, and I like Marrow's role in the team. It's just her design I don't like. But the other people, Shark Girl, and I can't remember the names of the other two, the elephant, and there was one more.
The elephant's Mamo Max. I know that.
Mama Momo Max.
Yes, Mamo Momo Max, and then Forearm, which was part of the Mutant Liberation Front, and then there's another one.
Yeah, I don't know. Him.
Huh?
I didn't like him.
Forearm?
Yeah.
What didn't you like about Forearm?
I don't like his name. Like,
well, he has 4 arms, you know.
Right, but I made a character called Forearm, and now I can't even do anything with it because they published first.
Well, but like you know, he's not new, right?
Doesn't matter.
Like he had a toy.
Yeah, like I like Forearm's been around since like the 90s. Like,
right, I created my character in the 80s.
Oh, but did you though?
Did he have 4 arms?
No.
Look, so you can still call him Forearm.
Yeah, just spell it Fore and like give him them Popeye arms.
No, that's
how you spell this.
Forearm is spelled with Fore. Yeah, like they're like we get it.
He didn't have 4 arms, but his 4 arms were invincible.
Joe.
Like
listen,
you can't see them, or like you can't. Like,
no, not invisible. Not invisible. Invincible.
Like when he died, only his 4 arms were left.
Yeah, listen.
You already killed off your character.
Marvel did Joe a favor
for him.
I want that story arc. I want to know how Forearm dies.
Understand, like Joe in the 80s,
and I want a Forearm team up with Achilles.
Joe was a preteen in the 80s, so these weren't good ideas.
I was a zygote.
You were a zygote. You were a zygote in the 80s.
Good in the 80s.
Oh, 80s. I thought it was just 80.
All right, who's next?
Yeah.
Oz.
Who is
it? Oz. What'd you think of this joint?
Are we doing the number thing?
Yeah, we're rating it.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll give it a 4. I didn't find any problems with the art. I didn't find any problems with the story. Some people, if you're a Man-Thing fan, then you'll love it. If you don't know who Man-Thing is, I pick it up. You might become a fan. Mm-hmm. It's just not my thing.
Okay, well,
not my man thing.
You're hilarious.
I'm gonna look into this boy thing though.
Oh, jeez. No.
It's your fault for keeping me focused on this camera.
That's gonna be the teaser for Instagram.
I should have been looking at the camera.
Well, anyway.
More genuine.
All right.
this way.
I can't because eye contact makes it weird.
Wait, what?
Ah, Lawrence, you're so innocent.
Okay.
Okay, what else are we doing? Or who's next?
I'll say it's me. I'll say
Why is the camera still on me? Okay.
Because I don't have a desk.
Wait, what?
I don't have a desk, so I have to move my mouse like on non-flat surfaces. So sometimes it takes a while to switch the camera.
But you have a touch screen.
Oh shit.
Hey, you could get one of these. So it looks even more impressive when you're like, yeah.
This fool said, "Oh shit." Listen.
Hold on. He didn't know it was a touchscreen, did he?
No.
I did. I'm not used to using it because I'm old.
But you have a phone and a tablet.
Should have been a baby. If you were a baby, you would have understood.
Yeah, but then Nicolas Cage would kill you.
If you'd been a boy
Right.
thing,
That's true.
if you would have been a boy thing, then
And fake ass Selma Hayek would have tried to kill you. So,
You could use your man thing. You could use your man thing to touch the screen.
Better yet, use your boy thing.
Wait, did I rate this?
I thought you did. Did you?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go Mo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go Mo.
Go Mo.
Go Mo. Go Mo.
I give it a 3.75. I don't like the art, not for Man Thing. I like this whole part for Man Thing from here down is pitch black, and you can actually go in there and enter that realm, So that's why it's specifically pitch black usually, and here it's too bright. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. So 3.75.
Yeah, three throbbing Man Things out of 5. 3.75 throbbing Man Things.
Got it. For me, I think I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's like it's an interesting story. There's some aspects of it that I'm kind of like I could take or leave. But at the end of the day, I feel like, especially if you're like, for it being like one of them being like an Avengers book, one being a Spider-Man book, and one of them being an X-Men book, it was cool. Here's the thing. You all know how big of an X-Men fan I am. Or if you watch the show, you probably understand or know how big of an X-Men fan I am. And I was really hoping that this would have been an opportunity for me to talk a lot, or maybe not a lot, but to talk more about X-Men and what's happening with them. And I felt like the Avengers book and the Spider-Man book were definitely more focused on those characters than they were Man-Thing, which I could understand and definitely agree with Moses and, some of the other criticism where it's like, it doesn't feel like it's more about Man-Thing than it is about these other people. The X-Men book definitely felt like a bit more Man-Thing focused than it was about X-Men.
I was like a roundtable though.
Say again?
The X-Men roundtable discussion on the intervene.
Oh, with the Quiet Council.
Yeah,
that was cool. And and I agree. Like, look, X-Men books right now are fantastic. And if you're not reading them, you should be, because they're all good. They vary in quality as far as like how good they are, but they're all good. And so, who knows? Maybe one day I'll ask the forum to read some X-Men stuff, but we'll see. But the fact is, it's like, there's some moments in the X-Men Man-Thing stuff that definitely are like, oh yeah, this is interesting. But it felt like it was like, as it should, it's the final chapter, so it was like a more Man-Thing focused than the other two books. and but it was still a good story all in all. I like where it went. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Cool.
Right.
You guys want to do some news before we get out of here?
Sure. Let me get this news thing.
Convenient.
What do you say, Jay?
Like touching the screen is so convenient.
Yeah.
Comic book news.
We should have a
Comic book
current.
news.
Well, not like that, but like
I can't believe
All right.
that was keeping you from being on with the mouse, like the desk and
There it is. We're making it happen now, Jay. We're making it happen. Let's go. Okay, who wants to talk about some news first?
DC fans are mad at James Gunn.
I would not say DC fans.
Yeah, but you didn't say the story, so here we are. You know, there's a scene in the trailer where Bloodsport, they talk about him injuring Superman and putting him in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet. And people are mad. Yeah, in the Suicide Squad trailer. What trailer did I say?
You just said
You didn't say.
Oh, trailer. Oh, all right. Yeah. So and then Twitter went mad and people were like, "You're stupid," and including James Gunn, which he posted a picture of a comic where he talks about getting shot by the kryptonite bullet by Bloodsport. So, you know, the criticism usually is these guys don't know comics, don't know the characters, and oddly enough, it's the Snyder people that are mad at James Gunn, where we're using a kryptonite spear to injure Superman in the Snyder movies. So yeah, leave it to them, huh?
Indeed.
I would say it's not the Snyder people. It's the people who jumped on the bandwagon once the Snyder Cut was greenlit and they realized it was a thing. Because, like I said, if you like the Snyderverse, you can't tell me you can accept that a kryptonite spear could kill Superman, but a kryptonite bullet can't. Like I don't understand the people that are criticizing Superman being shot with a kryptonite bullet.
And he wasn't even dead.
Right.
so much. Like that's happened so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why they would have a problem with it this time.
Because they don't know the character. I don't know who these people are. They're not DC fans. They're not Superman fans.
They're Man of Steel fans.
Really though? Are they though?
That's what they are.
I mean, like that's one of the defining things about Superman is he's vulnerable to kryptonite.
Nah, man, listen.
I understand
that Superman will break a neck. You believe that he's vulnerable to kryptonite.
Like, even the most casual fan of Superman knows that's. I mean, it's spread into like just our what do you call it, nomenclature, where if something is your weakness, it's your kryptonite. Like
okay, no, that's fair.
Like that. Like, that's how in the that's how well known it is. I can understand if they don't know he's vulnerable to magic. I can understand if they don't realize that a red UV light could knock him the fuck out.
Right.
But kryptonite, and to make a bullet out of it, and you're saying, right. "Oh, I don't think that would hurt him," then you're just dumb. If you're saying a kryptonite bullet can't hurt Superman, you're dumb. You're just dumb. Go away. Stop talking.
They probably like Logan.
Read a comic book.
One thing that happened too is when Lex Luthor used the kryptonite, it became part of the lexicon.
I'm not mad at that.
That's because you're like Shazamily has been revealed. And
wait, is that actually a thing? I hope not. Shazam?
That's what they're calling it.
Oh, boo. Who's calling it that?
The same people that are mad about Superman getting hit by a kryptonite bullet.
By the
His
way,
family.
they replaced the Mary Marvel actors.
Yeah.
I believe that.
They're, the actress playing Mary Marvel is also the she's playing the non-superpowered Mary version. It's the same person now. Whereas in the first movie, it's two different people. I think that's the only actor here that is playing both the child version and the adult version, and I think it's because the child version is now is so adult. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait. So all these people, all these actors, except for her,
They're all
played
in the first
child.
one.
I know they were all in the first one, but did they play kids and adults?
No. Nobody was both the kid and the adult. Now in the sequel, same thing except for Mary Marvel. It's the same actress playing both parts.
Oh, so in the first movie, and don't forgive me because no one here should be mad at me for not remembering the first Shazam movie because it was not good. But anyway, did we not see kid versions of those other people? Or
yeah, the whole movie was kid versions of the people.
They're all they're in the trailer.
For the first
you
one.
didn't get the adult versions until like the last 10 minutes.
So then why did they replace the kid version of her but not the kid version of her?
Because she's 40 now.
She's actually the original Mary Marvel actress, adult actress, is like 48.
That's 48 years old?
Not the
kid version.
Not the kid version, the adult, the grown ass version.
Not
they're not saying that I think it's just because the woman playing kid Mary Marvel is old enough that she was damn near an adult in the first movie. In fact, I think she was applying to college in the movie. So she's already she should look as like her adult version because she was the oldest one.
Wait, so is the kid version playing the adult version in this new movie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the kid version is playing both kid and adult.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, and they're not saying why they got rid of the original Mary Marvel actress. I think that's the reason. Some people think it's because some cancel culture showed support for somebody. I don't know. I really think it's just because the actress is old enough, not just the actress herself, but the character that she's portraying was already on the verge of becoming an adult in that movie, that for her to play an adult version of herself makes sense.
Wait, cancel culture, what happened? Like, who did she...
I read a story, and I don't have all the details because I thought it was crap as I was reading it. There was like an Instagram thing where she showed support for somebody, not any of the big names that we've come to know in the news cycles lately, but somebody. And so some people think that that's the reason the actress was removed. But I don't know. It makes more sense that the actress is just playing an adult version of herself.
Okay.
If people often try to find a conspiracy everywhere, and I only mention it because some people believe that,
right?
But it doesn't I don't know. It doesn't make enough. The person she showed support for isn't a big enough name that it makes sense that it would catch on that quickly. It wasn't like she said something racist or something like that. So
okay.
I think that's just a group of people trying to find conspiracy where there isn't one.
Okay. Do you all think the sequel is going to be better than the original?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it can't be worse.
What are we talking about?
Shazam.
Shazam still.
Yeah, look, the costume for Mary Marvel looks good. That's the only thing I know about it. I didn't watch the first one, and the new costume looks terrible. So,
Are you
leaving.
coming at us from the underground? You're like hiding from the
No,
authorities?
there was a power outage, so I had to use my
Oh,
phone
I'm
because
sorry,
the
buddy.
router is not there yet.
Yeah. Your
Luckily,
phone actually doesn't have a bad pixture to it though.
No, but my lighting is set for my camera and that type of lens, so it's a little,
Gotcha.
I guess if I turn this way, no.
No, turn the other way. There you go. There you go.
Speaking of old ass actresses, Helen Mirren in her Fury of the Gods costume is just ridiculous. I don't even remember what god she's supposed to be playing.
What is Fury of the Gods?
That's the secret
It's
to Shazam.
Oh, that's called Fury of the Gods?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And Helen Mirren in like a Xena costume is ridiculous.
Like in a good way or in a bad way?
You be the judge.
Oh,
I can't put pictures up, so one of you guys is gonna have to.
Oh, I'll see if I can find it. So yeah, I'm just like,
I have the picture, but I can't put it up because
Picture of what?
because of the computer.
Helen Mirren set photo.
I'll get it. Wow. Okay.
I don't know if there's no Black Adam in the movie, then it can't be great. But I saw the first one, so it can't be worse.
I mean,
like the costumes look less fake,
okay.
so that's a plus.
So
I'm a little upset that I'm not seeing in all the set photos we've seen. I'm not seeing a hood.
I've seen one with Shazam or Captain Marvel with the hood.
I mean, they might still CGI it in.
That would be wild. Like, why would you CGI in a hood?
Sometimes they CGI the cape.
Well,
I think that's one of the set pictures we saw too was without the cape, and you can see the marker for like where it would be, so that they can CGI it in.
Well, this is taking too long. So we also have set pictures of Supergirl ? Maybe from the Flash movie.
Oh, jeez. So yeah. Go ahead.
People were mad at the abs, but
I read that the abs are really just part of they're not actual abs, they're
the wire harness.
Yeah, part of the wire harness. That's because she doesn't have a belt.
Yeah.
And the wire harness is usually attached to where the belt is. So like they're suggesting that when she's actually in the air, that's gonna flatten out.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not even sure who she's playing.
Hespera.
Who?
Hespera.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Do you all know who that is?
Wait, Hera or Hesperia?
No, Hesperia.
Right.
Oh, that's over in the IE.
I think she's
Inland
one
Empire?
of the. She's the H in the Shazam that Mary Marvel.
Gotcha. I mean, she looks okay.
There's other pictures where she looks better. Like this one's a candid. There's one where it's like it's a candid still, but she's almost posing.
So, what Supergirl do you guys think?
Is it gonna be the Flash movie?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted because again, there's no hood.
Yeah.
I think they're saying that it's the Injustice Supergirl.
Lara.
Yeah.
Lara.
But I didn't read Injustice, so I don't know.
It's it could be, and like I told you guys, at first people thought it's Sorrel. I don't think it's gonna be that. I think it's supposed to be a gender swapped Jonathan Kent,
Yeah, that makes sense to
and
me.
they're just gonna call her Lara because they can. If whoever it is, it shouldn't be Kara.
Right.
Especially not this far in the future. That is not Kara Zor-El.
Wait, how far in the future is it supposed to be?
Far enough that you got Michael Keaton playing Bruce Wayne.
Got you. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's crazy just because. I mean, I don't feel like the costume is like terrible, mind you. I do feel like, and like you mentioned, like the harness. Like people did have speculated that the ab thing is more about the harness, and they round it out so they could make it different in CGI. So I'm more than willing to wait to see, what it looks like in the actual movie itself. But yeah, it definitely doesn't strike me as like, I guess, a more traditional kind of Supergirl. It definitely feels like
it does prove
like
that
a gender bent kind of like Jonathan Kent.
It does prove that when you have a blue suit like that, you do need something on the waist to break it up. Whether it's red shorts or the red belt, like it looks weird that it's all blue, and then her boots are also blue. So really, she's just wearing like a onesie, and that looks weird.
I mean,
she should at least have like red boots. I at least make it look like the boots are separate. It really looks like she's wearing a onesie. The boots don't look like they're separate from the rest of the outfit.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying there. Like, you definitely want to break stuff up. I agree with you there.
I mean, I don't have any faith in this movie, so I don't give a fuck what they do.
Yeah, they're calling it Flashpoint, but I don't see anything that would, make it Flashpoint. I mean, Michael Keaton's in it, but he's playing Bruce Wayne, not Thomas. Yeah, young ass Supergirl, who we're assuming is Superman's daughter. That like none of this is Flashpoint stuff, and people are jerking themselves off because they notice that the Flash has his ring on.
Wait, this Supergirl is supposed to be Superman's daughter?
Yeah,
that's what it's looking like.
Either Sorrel or Lara or Lara.
3?
Wait, what was that?
What did you say, Jay?
So it's like Earth 3 or whatever?
It's a Divergent Flashpoint created universe, I guess.
Maybe not Divergent because Keaton is in it as Batman.
Yeah, it could just be the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Any last stories?
Yeah. Anything else before we go?
No.
All right. Oh, go ahead, Oz.
No, I just said the end.
Oh, there it is. All right. Well, shoot. Let's get out of here. Let's do some. Oh, you can't do outro music, huh, Mo? Maybe Oz can do it.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Jay, why don't you give us some final thoughts, buddy?
So far, our house season 2 is yet to show up on Amazon. So it looks like I will not be watching this season.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry to hear that. What is it on? Disney Plus?
It's on Disney Channel, but I think you can also get it like on YouTube, Hulu, like Apple. You could get it on. Like there are a bunch of places you can get it, just not Amazon.
Wow,
Why
that's
don't you
weird.
Why don't you download the Disney Channel app?
You need, or you still need to have like cable, which I poured years ago.
Wow. All right. Oz, final thoughts.
Spoiler alert for some filming I did earlier. Not the boob, but the symbol.
No, definitely the boob.
No, that's for the OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's a cool ass shirt though, Oz. I did notice it. There it is. Moses Magnum. Final thoughts.
Let's see. Hey, stay tuned tomorrow. Subscribe, like, hit the bell. You're gonna get a videos. We got Oz's package, and we have a Fantastic Four life story with a giveaway coming tomorrow morning.
There it is. For the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. Like Moses said, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, wherever you are, and you're like, hey, this is a cool show. Show us some love. Drop some comments, and let us know what you like, what you don't like. We'll take that too. Either way, we are the Fantastic Forum. We'll be back next week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you then. Boy,